Good morning, everybody. It is Mother's Day, Sunday, May 11th. Before I get into this too hard, I'm going to tell you a little story. My mother was the sharpest lady that I ever knew. Good lady, praying lady. She ran all the books by herself in a pretty doggone good-sized operation. And never missed a beat. And Dad had some financial trouble, and she began some stresses that I think kind of sped up the process. But we began to notice that Mom was having some memory problems. And again, I was out here, and Mom and Dad's home place was in East Texas, so I wasn't around her a whole lot, holidays and such. And after Dad passed, it just continued. My sister took care of her. My brother lives down there now. And I went by to see my mother one day. Just kind of out of the blue. I was going to surprise her. I knew she'd been having some memory troubles. And I got to the door of a house I knew pretty well. I mean, it's where my parents lived. Knocked on the door. Mama come to the door. She looked at me and she said, "How'd I know you, sir?" And I hesitated for a minute, trying to think of how I was going to tell her who it was. And when I broke it to her, it hurt my mother so bad that I swore I'd never do that to her again. So I haven't seen my mother in a long time. She's in a home for dementia patients. And I understand she enjoys getting mail, so I'm going to send her cards. Yesterday was her birthday, today's Mother's Day. But I said that to tell you, I don't care what's going on in your life. If she's alive and has her cognitive ability, send something to your mama. Send word to your mama. All right, let's get into it. 4. May 11th. Thank me for your problems. As soon as your mind gets snagged on a difficulty, bring it to me with thanksgiving. Then ask me to show you my way to handle the situation. The very act of thanking me releases your mind from its negative focus. As you turn your attention to me, the problem fades in significance and loses its power to trip you up. Together, we can deal with the situation, either facing it head on or putting it aside for later consideration. There's going to be problems. There's going to be problems. All right? I just told you a story about one of my personal problems. Something I think about a lot. But partner up with somebody that'll help you. He'll help you. He'll help you. When you need a friend, he ain't ever let me down. In fact, if it hadn't been for that, I probably never would have narrowed my path, and I wouldn't have cared as much to take the little bit of urging and the little bit of guidance that Candace offered to help me with it. I wouldn't have aspired to someone's peace and love like that if I hadn't known that God ain't never let me down, even when I was pushing him away pretty hot and heavy. Most of the situations that entangle your mind are not today's concern. You have borrowed them from tomorrow. In this case, I lift the problem out of today and deposit it in the future, where it is veiled from your eyes. In this place, I give you my peace, which flows freely from my presence. Philippians 4:6, Psalm 25, 4 and 5, John 14:27 are the scripture it gives for this devotional. Funny that on Mother's Day it talks a lot about troubles, because there's a lot of times Mama may not be able to physically help you at all. But she worries about you, whether she admits it or not. No matter how hard-headed she is, she thinks about you if she can process her thoughts. Do what's right for your own soul. Do not wait till she doesn't know who you are to tell her you love her, and do it often. That's my advice to you above all else today. That Bible, get in it. That devotional, man, it'll help your life. It's helped mine. It at least brought me from being so hard-headed to not even think about it on a day like today. Your joy came early this morning. Put it with some peace, love, kindness, thankfulness, gratitude. Don't set it down for nobody, especially your mama. And remember, when you see her hug her neck, and remember above all, you may be the only Bible a person ever reads. Act accordingly, especially around your mama. Y'all have a great day.